Caravan Salon 2019. This is the 2020 range from Rapido. This here is the i96, which you can see incidentally in an earlier version on this YouTube channel. This is the 2020 version, obviously, and this one here has a rather large living room. It's called the Premium Edition, and I'll give you the price here. Distinction i96 costs in this version €105,000. It is 754 centimeters long, 235 wide, 289 in height. It's got lots of extras, €15,000 worth. Most expensive of which is an engine upgrade. It's got the new automatic 9-speed gearbox from Fiat. It's got the Rapido Executive Pack, which includes all sorts of things here, such as the reversing camera with the screen up front and the radio, intelligent battery system. It's got there's some extra chassis and lots of other things. Right, so then go all there. I need to point out, incidentally, that the floor you see here is a covering which is down there to protect the vehicle during the trade fair. So if it looks wrong or it's not right anywhere, the floor covering is not part of. I'm sure they'll give it to you if you ask them to, but it's not part of the what the vehicle comes with. Now, if you've seen my films before, you don't want to say, but look how much space you get by not having a double bed. You get these cabinets all the way around, and look how deep that is. We're now going to have a look. How have they done the corner piece? Okay. See in there. Alright, I'm going to take it out here now. Oh. Right. And I presume this doesn't open. So effectively, now I've mentioned this in Hyman Cartago vehicles, where you've got this corner bit where there's nothing really happening. Here, you've got dead space. And that's even worse than having nothing happening. You cannot use that at all, at least if you've got I don't know, some kind of a net or something around it. It's better than nothing. Obviously you don't want things falling out on top of you whilst you're driving. Next thing I note is the gap up here. Now, obviously, you've got to have a place where how this opens. Okay, you see, it's got to open somewhere. It's got to go somewhere. Look at that. How much space is there, though? What do you think of that? Right, face to face, as they now say in the motorhome world, in Germany. Seating arrangements. I mean, lovely lounge, plenty of space in the lounge. Oh, notice also how the sideboard here is integrated with the bit at the back. I also note there's an electric blind up front, which is easy to operate when you click a button and you get the front screen is blacked out. It's a company called Horex, part of the Driving Change Group. They've just introduced one like this, and maybe I'll show that to you in a different film. Of course, there's other manufacturers as well. Two burners. Somebody said to me when the Small was introduced in 2016, how can you call it a liner when there's only two burners? But somebody else wrote a comment. I said, no, some people don't really want to downsize, do they? They want to have the same facilities as they have at home. This is a motorhome. This is a long motorhome. It's a luxurious motorhome. But you can't take all your stuff with you. Unless you don't have much. Now, one thing I need to point out on that subject is that Rapido said to me that they sell leisure vehicles. They do not sell vehicles for long-term use. And I think that ought to be considered if you are thinking of getting something like this. That is a reflection of the quality of the build. And that's what Rapido said to me, knowing what I do. At the back of the bed, you've got these cubby holes behind the wardrobes, and you can actually charge your phone up or something in there. I think the shelf comes out. Well, you want it to come out, it's supposed to be a wardrobe. The bed has variable height function, up or down. You might want it higher to get a bit more space in the garage. One thing that Cartago has is when you open the door here, it pulls this thing here out, like that automatically. Now that comes out anyway, but I think it comes out. It's probably sufficient anyway. Alright, I'm going to show you the doors closing here. Alright, close there. The word for this, sometimes used, is dressing room. Now, in all fairness to Rapido, they haven't used the word dressing room as far as I'm aware. They might have done. That happened to me anyway. But, you know, you can only really dress if you've got somewhere to store your clothes. And here, there isn't anywhere. On the other hand, you might want the blind here when you're asleep. I mean, there's no bed up front, so you may say, well, it's not necessary. But I know a lady who goes in her own motorhome, and she's been doing it for more than 60 years, and she says she always likes to close the blind. The door, sorry, to the bedroom. So I'm having to use this camera here, Handycam. It hasn't got a very wide angle, and the reason for this is because the usual one's mirrorless camera overheats. And because of the time limit I've got on me, I've got to film as much as I can, so that's why. So don't see you need a wide angle lens, then send me another camera. If you want to send me one, I'll be more than happy to use it. I think most mirrorless lenses though overheat. Right, enormous garage. You see mechanism there for the bed going up and down. You might want to push the bed up a bit to get more space in the garage. You might want to push it down to have it easier to get into. So that's the premium edition. Distinction i96. It's got Aldi heating, I think, as standard, which is, I don't know, it's more expensive than Truman. I can't say which one's better. Again, I don't know. I haven't tried them out in proper, proper conditions. Know how good the heating is. You've got to go to somewhere it's -20 and find out. Then you note how good the quality of a van is. So I've given you there some ideas on van quality and how I think you should be able to tell what is what. Okay, so I hope you found this of interest. If you did, please consider subscribing if you haven't done already, and also if you find this useful for your own research or even entertainment, then please do consider supporting me on Patreon. I try my best to give unbiased ideas on motorhome use. Somebody said nasty comments about me not being professional. Of course I'm not being professional when I'm doing it. I'm not. I studied linguistics at university, and in my professional life I was involved in publishing, business publishing, and real estate finance. So I did not study motorhomes. So before nasty comments like that, there you have the reason. So it's amateur. Having said that, things cost money, and having to get here and all the rest of it. So that's why I ask if it's if you can afford it. If you don't mind giving me a few cents a month, that would help me. Okay, thank you very much for watching.